Never be afraid of loneliness and alienation because you maintain the right principles. The strongest grass grows on the hardest soil. You can't teach anyone anything, you can only help them discover what is in themselves. I have never met such a foolish person that I could not learn anything from him. Ladies, you cannot force to teach anything to a man, you can only help him find it. We cannot teach others anything, we can only help them find knowledge within themselves. I think that in the discussion of natural problems we ought to begin not with the scriptures, but with experiments and demonstrations. Mathematics is the language in which God has written the universe. In the future, gates and paths to great and wonderful knowledge will open where a mind sharper than mine will penetrate into deeper recesses. The sun, with all the planets revolving around it, and depending on it, can still ripen a bunch of grapes as if nothing else could be done in the universe. Measure what is measurable, and make measurable what is immeasurable. In science, the authority of 1,000 opinions is nothing compared to the tiny spark of reason in a person. By disproving scientific principles, one can defend any paradox. Two truths cannot contradict each other. I am infinitely grateful to God, who gladly made me the first observer of extraordinary things. Knowing yourself is the greatest wisdom. I've never met a man so stupid that I couldn't learn anything from him. To be human, we must always be prepared to utter the wise, shrewd, and simple statement, "I don't know." In my studies of astronomy and philosophy, I held this opinion about the universe, that the sun remains in the center of the circle of the heavenly bodies, without changing its place, and the earth, rotating on itself, moves around the sun. To order their astronomy professors to deny their own observations is to instruct them not to see what they see and not to understand what they understand. If you could see the earth illuminated when you were in a dark place like night, it would look more beautiful than the moon. Facts that at first seem improbable, even with the slightest explanation, will shed the cloak that conceals them and appear in naked and simple beauty. If I were to resume my studies, I would follow Plato's advice and start with mathematics. I don't know what to say in such a shocking, unexpected and so new case. Nothing happens against nature except the impossible, and it never happens. To understand the universe, you must understand the language in which it was written, the language of mathematics. You can't teach anyone anything, only make them realize that the answer is already within them. The prohibition of science would be contrary to the Bible, which in hundreds of places teaches us how the greatness and glory of God shines wonderfully in all His works. Thank you for watching this channel, and I hope it inspires you all. Please support by subscribe this channel so it can grow.